Human activities, from pollution to overpopulation, are driving up the Earth's temperature and fundamentally changing the world around us.
Now, the serious effects of climate change is hitting the planet faster than expected. That's according to a panel of UN climate scientists, which has just published its latest report.
Climate change is one of the most pressing challenges facing humanity in the 21st century.
Global efforts to limit climate change are way off track, with the goals outlined in the Paris Agreement nearly a decade ago.
It refers to the long-term alteration of temperature and typical weather patterns in a place, largely caused by human activities. While climate has naturally changed over geological timescales, the current rate of change is unprecedented and mainly driven by the excessive release of greenhouse gases due to industrialization, deforestation, and the burning of fossil fuels.
And scientists say greenhouse gas emissions are to blame. But what are greenhouse gases, and how do they contribute to climate change?
Scientists have warned that if we do not take immediate and collective action, the consequences could be catastrophic, affecting ecosystems, economies, and human life on a global scale. Understanding climate change. At its core, climate change is the result of an enhanced greenhouse effect. The greenhouse effect is a natural process that helps to keep the Earth warm enough to sustain life. Gases such as carbon dioxide, CO2, methane, CH4, and nitrous oxide, N2O, trap heat from the sun.
The main cause is a phenomenon known as the greenhouse effect. Gases in the atmosphere, such as water vapor, carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, and chlorofluorocarbons, let the sun's light in, but keep some of the heat from escaping, like the glass walls of a greenhouse,
preventing it from escaping back into space. However, human activities have significantly increased the concentration of these gases in the atmosphere. This intensified heat trapping has caused the Earth's average temperature to rise, a phenomenon commonly referred to as global warming. As a result, the balance of our planet's climate system is being disrupted in ways that are dangerous and far-reaching. Causes of climate change. The main causes of climate change can be divided into human-induced and natural factors. Human causes are the dominant drivers of today's climate crisis. The burning of fossil fuels such as coal, oil, and natural gas for electricity, transportation, and industry releases vast amounts of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere.
Coal, oil, and natural gas are fossil fuels. They were formed hundreds of millions of years ago.
Deforestation is another major contributor, as trees absorb carbon dioxide, and cutting them down reduces the Earth's capacity to balance carbon levels. Agricultural activities, particularly livestock farming, release large quantities of methane.
Our novel product, Bovaer, reduces methane emissions from dairy cows by 30% by inhibiting an enzyme in the cow's stomach.
While industrial and waste management processes emit nitrous oxide and other pollutants. On the other hand, natural causes like volcanic eruptions, solar variations, and ocean currents have minor impacts compared to human actions. The sheer scale of human activity since the Industrial Revolution has accelerated global warming to levels unseen in recorded history. Effects of climate change. The effects of climate change are already being felt across the world and are expected to intensify in the coming decades. Rising global temperatures have led to the melting of glaciers and polar ice caps.
As the planet warms, glaciers melt, causing sea levels to rise. But not all of that melt happens at the surface,
causing sea levels to rise and threatening coastal communities with flooding. Extreme weather events such as hurricanes, droughts, floods, and wildfires have become more frequent and severe, destroying homes, infrastructure, and livelihoods. Ecosystems are also under immense pressure. Many animal and plant species are struggling to adapt to rapid temperature shifts, leading to habitat loss and extinction. The oceans are becoming warmer and more acidic, endangering marine life and coral reefs. Additionally, climate change has significant social and economic impacts: food and water scarcity, displacement of people, climate refugees,
called climate migrants, people displaced by the impacts of climate change.
and increased health risks from heat waves and diseases are becoming growing global concerns.